Hi, everyone. This is Becky Rasmussen, President and CEO of Call to Freedom. I am here with my dear friend, Kristen Thorkelson, who has been involved with Call to Freedom since 2018-19. We're trying to decide when that was. But we're going to give you a couple minutes to log on, and we're going to talk about the community breakfast here in a few minutes.
Yeah, I remember walking into your old office downtown and going down into a basement, and it was maybe 2 offices and just a little bit of space. So
I know, our new location. I'm so glad that you got a tour and how God has blessed our organization. It's just crazy. And over 1,700 people that walk through the doors of Call to Freedom, and it's not stopping. I actually just got a call from Kenya, somebody asking us to help build a home in Kenya. So it's just interesting the need that's out there in the anti-human trafficking realm. So,
well, if anybody can do it and will do it, it'll be you for
sure. When I have cool people like this, yes, it helps a lot. So, but we're here today. We're going to talk about the community breakfast, and I just want to say that we would not be at the level that we're at without your leadership, Kristen Thorkelson. So if you don't know, Kristen Thorkelson was a board member of Call to Freedom and actually chaired our breakfast starting in 2019, right before COVID. And it took off because of your leadership. We're over 1,200 people in the event last year, and this year we expect the same. But you were really pivotal at it. So tell us about 2019, how you got involved and your experience with the breakfast.
Yeah, well, as Becky knows, and some of you don't know, I was a stay-at-home mom, and I had worked in marketing, I'd worked in events, and I was kind of looking for my own thing again, kind of that identity piece. And my aunt-in-law had brought me to a breakfast the year before. I think Jay Huizinga stood up and was our MC and did such a great job. He was so moving, and I felt like, how can I walk away from this and not do something? And so it really checked the box of me having my own identity and project, and then also doing something that I felt called to do and didn't know how passionate I would be about it. So I met with Becky in that old office we were talking about at the beginning of the call, and really loved her and her thoughts and her passion and her mission for what she's doing and has been doing, and said, yeah, I would love to help with this event. And, you know, I honestly didn't know what I had bitten off, but you would not believe when we say this is a community event, it truly is a community event. So it is people like you out there who are taking the lead and saying, I will be a table host. I will invite 9 maybe more of my friends, colleagues, friends from school, parents from school, whatever that would be. Coming together and filling up those tables. And it's not just about filling the tables, it's about getting people to the event to hear about Call to Freedom, hear about the work you're doing, and hear about human trafficking, because a lot of people still don't know that that's happening right here in our area.
Absolutely. So you have an opportunity to get involved this year. Thursday, September 18th, bright and early at 6:45 a.m. at the Sioux Falls Convention Center. Program starts at 7:30, ends at 8:30. You can go to calltofreedom.org and get registered. But you chaired that event for almost 4 years and were a board chair, and our Marissa's House would not be possible without you and your husband and Lloyd Companies and everything that you've done for the community. But you told us a little about why you got involved. Why should other people get involved in this movement?
I think that you will be pleasantly surprised. It is a very serious subject, but it is not big and scary. You can take action. This is not something that can be ratified without all of us getting together.
Correct.
We all have to work together. And so even just by doing, to me, I said to Becky before we went live, I feel like she gives me a lot of credit for this breakfast and the success, but it really is the community coming together. And I felt like I could do something as small as help plan an event and get people in the door to learn more about this. And so without everyone coming together, there's no way that we can tackle this. So
yeah, and you're truly right. This is a community issue. Call to Freedom is playing their part. We do the prevention, intervention, and restoration. But if we don't talk about human trafficking, if we don't bring light to it, or if you don't get educated on it, it knows no boundaries, no borders. And really, this is an important thing for parents to know as well as individuals. Do you want to speak to that as well? Just your time with Call to Freedom, what you saw, with individuals and those with lived experience that you got to interact with.
Absolutely. I think that as a mom, obviously my kids were much younger then. They're 12 and 13 now. I couldn't imagine having to be in that situation as a parent and watch my child go through that or go through that myself. And it's not just women, it is men and women. And so for me, it just felt like such an easy thing to say yes to. I think you have to go back to your original question because I got sidetracked thinking about my children.
Yeah, but that's it, is that we need to learn and be educated because this doesn't have any boundaries. It doesn't have any borders. And we get calls from great Christian families and people that have a really good home life, and you're online and you meet people that are bad actors. And so we want you to come on Thursday, September 18th in the morning. You can go to calltofreedom.org, get registered. We'd love to invite you. Why should they come?
Come because you're going to have breakfast provided to you. We always make sure the coffee pots are full. And also, you're going to learn a lot. You're going to hear from Becky. You're going to hear from people in our community. You're also going to hear from our wonderful survivors, the stars of the morning. And it will leave you feeling so empowered and ready to take action and help people in our community. So it starts with us. I hope you guys can join us September 18th. You will be out of there by 8:30. We promise that. We'll get you to work, school, wherever you need to go.
Yeah. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for asking.
I don't get to see you as much anymore, and I miss you, but thank you for the long-lasting impact you've made. I don't think you'll ever know until you stand in front of Kingdom the impact you made. We thank you. We invite